Welcome, collective. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you guys for all of your views, all of your subscribes, your likes, and your awesome comments, guys. I truly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot read today. So I am getting told numbers. I kind of didn't think we'd use them. I had them shuffled and set them aside, but yeah, I'm getting told numbers, so that's where we're going to start with your read today. So we'll see what comes forward. You guys kind of know the drill. If these ring a bell for you, if they feel like they resonate or have special meaning, it might mean that this is going to be a little bit more of a personal read for you. So we have 9 was the first number that came forward. We also have the month of June that popped up. We have 7 too. Let's see what else we got. Those guys immediately wanted to come flying out, so we'll be using those too. Those are the first ones we'll start with. 23. We have 21, 27, 4, 28. I got the month of September here as well. 25, 1, ooh, the month of July. 22, that's interesting. We have April. And we have December as well. I'm going to put these guys over here. I'm getting told to stop with the numbers. Are we going to grab some letters today? No, I got told tokens. So we're going to skip the letters today, I guess. And we are going to grab some tarot tokens. We'll get 3 of them. Let's see. We got 1, 2, and 3. So that seems to work best for us, guys. We have... First one that popped forward was the death coin. So death just usually means something coming to an end or transition or change. I also have the blank coin. The blank coin here, which is destiny. It's fate. It's sort of the unknowable, or maybe something hasn't come to pass yet or has the opportunity to sort of change. And judgment as well. Judgment. That's an interesting collection there. I gotta tell you, I gotta delve into this with some other cards. I need more than just those coins to get going here. So we're gonna use oracle cards. No, we are gonna go straight to tarot today. What tarot deck belongs to this read? That is the one I keep getting pulled to. So let's see what we got. We have the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see what that one says for us today. King of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Hangman. Interesting. Somebody's got a really important judgment call to make, I keep feeling here. This is like, I don't want to say it's like do or die, but I do feel like it has the potential to really change the direction that somebody's life is going in. Especially with that Hangman card. That Hangman always represents nothing can stop us from finding success or reaching our goals except for us. So our fears, our doubts, our insecurities, whatever it is that's going on inside of us that sort of stops us from moving in a direction that would be best for us. I feel like somebody got to sort some shit out here. Like somebody's running from some truths, or they're running from their emotions. Somebody's got to do some clarity. I think somebody's been running for a while and it's been sending their life in a different direction, one that's not very productive. And I keep feeling like this is a time for somebody to sort of step up and start to do some shadow work. I got the Hermit. I got 4 of Wands. I keep feeling this sense for this person, like this King of Swords who we're talking about. And I gotta tell you, I don't feel the collective's energy in this. So I feel like this is most likely somebody around you, or somebody you know, or someone you've dealt with. They feel like they're left out in the cold. They feel like they're alone. They feel like they keep getting abandoned by people. But that's not what's happening. It's like this lack of dealing with their emotions and allowing their shadows to kind of consume them is actually pushing other people away. They are actively pushing other people away. And then they just have this thing of like, I'm alone, I got abandoned. But they don't see they're the ones who put themselves in a situation where they're alone. they've done this to themselves, because they see everybody kind of like, I keep feeling like this Four of Wands is like everybody else out there. Everybody's celebrating. Everybody's finding stability. Everybody's finding happiness, and they're building for the future and all this. And then I have this King of Swords over here. I just keep feeling this. I feel so alone. I'm so by myself. I'm brooding. I'm reflecting on whatever. But at the end of the day, they're not really doing hermit work. They're not doing the work that's supposed to be done in hermit mode. They're running. They're running from the truth. They're running from relationships with others. They're running from being vulnerable. They're running from looking within and looking into their own shadows and facing their own shadows and seeing them for what they are. And that's why the Hangman came forward. This person is doing this to themselves. This is a choice. That's why the Judgment coin came here too, I think, is this person has a choice. It's always a choice to deal with your shadows or to not deal with your shadows. And this person is choosing over and over again to not deal with their shadows. The Knight of Wands. I keep feeling like they get into situations with other people. And most likely this is reflecting in romantic situations, because that's where a lot of sort of our intimacies are. And it's like they get into the situation with others and they'll feel the other person trying to get close to them, trying to open up, right? Wanting to have that close connection. And then they push them away. They do behaviors that push this person away. They act immature. They act out. They strike out. They say shit. And it's like the other party is just trying to nurture a relationship with them. But they don't want to hear it. They keep pushing away, pushing away, pushing away. It pushes away close connections. It pushes away people who care for them and people who would like to build with them. And it's like, it's the complete opposite of Seven of Pentacles, but yet it is Seven of Pentacles. Because it's Seven of Pentacles is that abundant harvest, right? Putting in the groundwork to obtain your abundant harvest. They're not putting in the groundwork. But it's also about reaping what you've sown. And let's face it, this is what they've sown. They are pushing people away. So don't be surprised when they wind up lonely. Right? Because that's the situation they're building. That's what they're putting themselves into. Temperance. And the Fool. I keep seeing this person needing a new perspective. This person needing some balance. This person needing a new perspective. The Fool card. Because we also have Death too. And the Death card, I love it in this deck. Because it's not just death and it's not all creepy. It actually says death and rebirth, right? So it speaks to that transition, that change. So now we have death come out twice here. And it's like this need to start looking at things in a new light. You know what? I keep feeling like there's something specific that's triggered this for this person. And I keep being told to look at the Four of Wands. Sometimes this Four of Wands, I've heard it called the marriage card before, or it can represent an actual celebration. People getting together to celebrate. Somebody close to this person, or somebody who they had a chance to be close to and pushed away, is now finding happiness and celebration. This might be their past person actually getting married to somebody new. Or finding a deep connection and finding happiness. Because I keep feeling this on the outside looking in. So looking at somebody finding happiness. Look at somebody celebrating and feeling out in the cold. But they did it to themselves. This person just keeps doing it to themselves. They keep pushing people away and pushing people away. Instead of putting in the effort to change, facing their shadows, whatever this fear is, this deep fear that they have, that keeps forcing them to hide their emotions and put up their walls and shove people away. That's the thing they need to start facing. And let's face it, guys, like we know it, the collective knows it. That's what hermit mode is all about. It's about taking time to heal yourself and to get introspective about maybe why things happen or what you might have done or your choices you might have made that contributed to the situation that you were in, and finding that clarity and finding that knowledge, so that you don't repeat the same mistakes of the past and this person just keeps sitting in the shit and doing the same cycle over and over and over again and refusing to become aware. This is a big hurt for them. Like a tarot wouldn't bring it forward. I gotta tell you, tarot would not bring this forward if this was not like the potential catalyst for change with whoever this person is. It's like, I don't know who they lost. And it's not like lost, somebody passed away, somebody died. Like somebody wrote them off and started a new chapter of their life because they pushed that person away. This has got to be the collective's energy that's finding happiness and celebration. But it's like the collective meant that much to this person that the collective's happiness and moving on and moving forward, and Four of Wands, whatever Four of Wands represents to the collective, has the potential to be the catalyst for this person to pull their head out of their ass. Potential, right? Potential. We'll see where it goes from here. I mean, I'm not blind to the fact that we got that destiny coin, right? That usually means things can go any which way or haven't been decided yet. The Queen of Swords. See, the Queen of Swords, that queen energy, that feminine energy is usually a little bit more open. It's not quite as aggressive. So I see the potential here. Their energy is still coming forward, but it's shifting from being a more masculine, aggressive energy, and I feel extremely defensive in that energy, to a softer energy and an opening up. An opening up and a trying to see. Maybe being a little bit more, I see a lot of reflection here. I don't really see true reflection in the King of Swords. I see somebody who's more pissed off and wounded and thinking about their own hurts. Whereas in this Queen of Swords, I see somebody who is truly reflective and really looking for truth and open to seeing whatever that truth is. Open to seeing the truth, open to seeing change. This might be the catalyst for this person. It doesn't mean that the collective has to let them back in their life. I don't know what the connection is between the collective and this person, but this is like the catalyst, or has the potential to be the catalyst for this person to find ascension, for this person to find change. Three of Pentacles. Because I do see starting to find positive change. The opportunity for things to start manifesting in a positive way. But on top of that, I do see part of what they're reflecting on is the opportunity that they had to have a Four of Wands with the collective. That they pissed away because of their fear and their inability to let down their guard and to let somebody in. So I see a dual meaning in that card. The Six of Swords, and they've lost their chance with the collective forever. And I think that's part of what this Four of Wands is, and the collective's energy moving forward is like really cementing that there is no going back here. There is no second chances. This is gone. This is gone and done, and this opportunity is done, and this person will never have a chance to go back and to build with the collective. This piece of things is over. The Two of Wands, and now they've got to figure out what they're going to do moving forward. Even in this Two of Wands, sort of, it's like waiting in limbo mode, trying to figure things out, The Eight of Swords is where this person's been at for a very long time. It is a mind trap. It tends to be one that's chosen. I think this person's been sitting in this Eight of Swords for a very long time. So coming out of that is not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy thing for someone to do, the Magician card. But they are capable of doing it. If this person wants to break out of this Eight of Swords, if they want to truly do what they're supposed to do in Hermit mode, what Hermit mode is all about, and ascend and make better choices, this person is absolutely capable of doing it. They are capable of doing it. Now, it's not going to be easy. Two of Swords, Three of Swords. They feel a lot of heartbreak in losing the collective and recognizing that they've permanently lost the collective. But the Two of Swords is still not sure, right? This Two of Swords still has the blindfold. This person's still trying to figure out where it all went wrong, why it all went wrong, why they couldn't just open up, why they didn't have this love connection with the collective. So they're still in like baby steps in figuring their shit out. And the Ace of Cups, I gotta tell you, I see a seed planted here. Okay? I see a seed planted in this card. That's the impression that I keep getting. I do feel like it's the seed for change. Because we got the Eight of Pentacles, which is the Apprentice card. It's all about learning. This person has the potential to learn. It's like the seed has been planted. It's up to them whether, like the Seven of Pentacles, they nurture that and put in the groundwork and deal with their shadow work so that one day they can attain an abundant harvest or not. It's still up to them. Still up to them. The Ace of Wands. And the Emperor. I gotta tell you, this person has the potential to become a pretty good individual, to become pretty steady, to become mature. They have a lot of potential to do some growth, but they have a lot of growth ahead of them. And I keep seeing like the seed is planted, the seed is planted. So whether they keep stepping forward in this journey, how far they're willing to delve into their own subconscious and to start revealing their own secrets and do their shadow work at the end of the day is entirely up to them. It is a long, hard journey to go through things like that. And the collective knows, because I read your guys' comments. I know what you guys have been through, those who have shared their stories. Like, it is a long journey. It is a long journey to healing, to enlightenment, to ascending and to finding these truths and delving into your shadow work. It's not easy, and along the way there's a lot of temptations to stop the journey because it's uncomfortable and it brings forward tears and maybe some unflattering things about yourself that you have to bring forward, some truths that you really don't want to recognize. Everywhere along the way there's like this devil card sort of offering you the easier opportunity of just ignoring the shadow work and going back to old cycles. I feel like this person's been doing this for a long time. They've been living this cycle for a long time. They've been living in this Eight of Swords for a long time. So it's going to be really easy to give in and shit out on this journey and go back to what they were doing. The Five of Cups. There is a trigger from this person's past too that they are not thinking about, they are not facing, that sort of set off this journey too. It was, I keep getting made to feel like it was the loss of somebody close to them, like abandonment, some kind of abandonment. I don't know if somebody passed away or if this was like when they were a child and like one of their parents split or both their parents split and they had to get raised by somebody else. But it was an abandonment. That's part of this not letting anybody close because of how much it hurt when they got ditched when they were little. So now it's like that wall is up and nobody can get past that. Nobody can get past that. But this is the shit they have to deal with, and they've been ignoring that for a long time. They've been pretending like it doesn't bother them. If they ever spoke about it, they would say something like, well, it doesn't really bother me, and I don't really care. Whereas, anybody would be like, that's freaking sad. That's sad. That would hurt. It would be completely understandable if somebody has some hang-ups about that or still has, anger or hurt or sadness or whatever. But this person just goes, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Well, it does, but they're not thinking about it. They make a point of not thinking about it. They made a point of not dealing with it and burying it and putting walls up around it because of how bad it does hurt. They just don't want to deal. So it's going to be easy for this person to give in and slide back into old habits. If this person is going to ascend and take this journey towards becoming this emperor, which I do feel like this person has the potential to do. I feel like they have core qualities that if they do this shadow work and they dig through all their crap, this person can be a very good individual. They can be a very good individual. They can be a successful individual. But this all has to get dealt with. All of this is standing in their way. And it is up to them what path they choose ultimately. And as I said that, there's the Seven of Cups. Choices, 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 right? It's up to this person to choose to deal with this. And not just to choose to start the journey, but to choose to maintain the journey and to keep going down. I have this Ace of Pentacles and it pulls me back to the Four of Wands. I get told to look at the Four of Wands. So whatever it is that the collective is going through that really puts the nail in the coffin on this relationship, and that this is never going to be an option again, that they will never have another chance with the collective. It is actually this, it's like that seed being planted. It's that golden opportunity. It's that opportunity for a catalyst, for change, for positive change. The Ten of Swords, whatever it is, them losing that last chance with the collective, I can feel in these cards, it breaks this person's heart to recognize that this is not going to be a thing for them anymore, that there is no going back. This other person has moved on. This other person is not thinking about them anymore. You know, the love might not be there anymore. There, you know, there's no feeling. Somebody's just looking in a different path in their life. I can feel that it hurts them. But I think it was the best thing for them, especially with this Ten of Swords. It's this opportunity for a wake-up call. This is what you lost forever because you chose to sit in this hurt from your past. Because you chose to allow these things from your past to stop you from having a future, to stop you from building a tomorrow with somebody. There's Judgment. A second time we have Judgment coming forward. But I love this Judgment card. And I think it sums up this read pretty good and what this person is going through. This is an opportunity to see the light. It's an opportunity for enlightenment. This is an opportunity for something new, for a new chapter for this person to build on, to grow, to mature, to evolve, and to move beyond the hurts that they experienced in their life. We had the Wheel of Fortune pop out. And I gotta tell you, I don't feel it turning. I don't feel it going backwards. I feel it standing still, and I feel it tied to this blank Destiny coin. Okay? Feel it tied to the blank coin. It's up to them which way this wheel moves, or if it moves at all. This is like, it's up to them. It's tied to Judgment. Are they going to make the judgment call to start looking into their past and to start dealing with their emotions? Because this person does not deal with their emotions. And that Page of Cups, that Page is such a young energy. It's sometimes can be a very low vibrational energy, but it's very immature. This person's emotional growth got horrendously stunted when they were young because of what occurred to them. And they make a point of not thinking about it. They make a point of burying those feelings and burying those memories and never thinking about them or feeling them. But they are going to have to dig that shit up and really sort through it if they want to move past it and grow and become this emperor and have an opportunity for a happy future with anybody, let alone the collective, like anybody, because they can't. This will always get in the way. The High Priestess. Where does the High Priestess sit in all of this? I want to know where she sits. Where does she sit? That one needs to come out. Huh. Queen of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles. I gotta tell you, I was wondering kind of why this message came forward, especially because the collective is usually the one watching. I don't know that these other people do a whole lot of watching of tarot. I think you felt a pull at this person's energy lately. With everything that's going on in the changes in your life, you might also be going through a time of sort of reflection or found this person popping back into your mind lately. This would be why. And it does happen a lot. You know, if we've done our healing, we've moved on, we've moved past, and then all of a sudden this person just sort of pops into your mind, or you have a dream about them, or something comes forward with this person. It's because this person is focusing their energy on your energy. I think that's what's come forward here. Because even in this Queen of Cups, I feel like I'm having to sort of like settle my emotions down, or I'm having to be like, no, that piece of things is over. I don't need to be thinking about this. Like, why is this coming to my mind? It's like getting recentered, getting rebalanced, finding your zen again. And I don't feel like it really throws you off huge, but it's like you thought you were done with it. You thought you had dealt with it. You thought it was, you know, over and gone. And so when it pops up, you're just like, whoa, where did that come from? Because I've moved on with my life. I got whatever this Four of Wands is. This is the thing that you're building towards right now. Whether it's, you know, getting married, moving on, or it's finding a home or a new career, some sort of stability. Or some sort of big celebration that this person is aware of where you've achieved some big goal. or something very positive and a blessing has happened in your life. Because I keep feeling this like trying to detach from that emotion when it pops up. This whatever happened with this person in the past, like that piece of things is done. I'm not giving them any more of my time or my emotion or my heart or any of that. Because they left you feeling like you were out in the cold because of their baggage. That's what their baggage does to everybody. It leaves everybody who they get in a relationship with feeling like they don't matter, they don't count, this person doesn't care. And it's not that they don't care, because I think with you they really did. I think they sure as shit tried to keep their walls up and never love you because they didn't want to feel abandoned. But whether they want to admit it or not, and I think this is triggering it, they absolutely loved you. You got to them. You absolutely got to them. The sun card, you were like the sun, the blessing. You were that opportunity for change, for somebody to invest in. But they chose to live the cycle again. And, you know, I think it's interesting because I think you came to them as a potential for change. Sort of an encouragement to open up and deal with their shadow work. They didn't see it the first time. And now this beautiful thing that you're achieving and moving on, it's like you're still the catalyst for this person's change or potential change. But now it's in a different way. And now it's in a more, to them, it's a more negative way. But it's up to them how it goes, right? Everybody makes their choices. You found your balance. You found your healing. You used hermit mode the way it's supposed to get used, and you wound up moving on and healing your heart. Four of Swords. I still feel like it's their time. I feel like it's their time. I feel like they have the potential to do this. But yeah, you've moved on and moved forward to new romances, to new somebodies, starting a new family life, starting a new Ten of Pentacles, a legacy. I'm going to grab a drink of water here. But this thing with this person, this King of Swords, is done for you. This is not a chapter of your life that you are looking to reinvest in. The collective's done with this. And now it's time for this person to delve deep and to start doing their own work and figuring their own shit out. Like I said, you were a kind nudge in that right direction. They didn't want to take it. And now is a time that they lost you. It's like a rougher nudge. I always did like the universal whisper. Starts with a whisper and it gets louder and louder. When you first came into their life, you were like a whisper from the universe. Change, change. Look how great things can be if you change. Yeah, they didn't want to hear it. Well, now they've lost that opportunity. The King of Cups. Yep. Now it's time to start delving into emotions and their emotional side. Excuse me. I tell you, I feel like it has something to do with family. Oh my goodness. It's getting hard for me to even talk about this, guys. This is how much they don't want to deal. And I still don't see, I'll tell you, I'm looking at all these cards. Oh, excuse me. And I still do not see this person 100% changing or ascending. But I also don't see them stalling out. This one's up in the air. This one, that blank coin says it all. This one's to be determined. But I think you are the catalyst. You are the most important catalyst in this person's life that will drive change. That will drive change. If it is going to happen in this person's life, it is going to happen because of you. Because no matter how they tried to stop it, they couldn't. You got to this person. You got to their heart. You absolutely did. No matter how they tried to block it, you still found your way in. So we'll see. Maybe it'll come back in another read and we'll see if this person made change or not. Maybe they'll reach out to you or you'll find out through the grapevine. But I keep feeling like over time, and nothing's set in stone. So this person's journey is not yet written. But whatever it is the Four of Wands is to you, that's a huge catalyst for this person too. Alrighty guys, have a great day.